Hi everyone. So let's discuss about the functionality like sorting of value in a series or a sorting of index in a series, and one of the very important parameter like a in place parameter. So in the last video we have already created one series object. So same series object we are going to take into consideration. So I'm just going to copy this full series object. Let me just paste it here, and from that I am going to create. So first we'll pass like a temperature and then months, and let me just assign it to the, let's say, S1. Okay, simple S1. Okay, so S1 has been created. If you just see S1, so there is a 12 months temperature for one of the fictitious city I have created here. Now what is sort value and what is sort index? Now if you observe here, all those temperatures, they are not in a sorting order. So if you just want to sort it, you can just simply apply like a sort underscore values, and by default argument it will just return the sorted all values in a ascending order, because in this case the ascending order will be true. Now if you want to make this ascending as a false, so if you want to make the higher value as a first, you can use the same function with one arguments like a ascending false. So now you can see the higher value has been first. So first is 34, then 33. Now in both of these cases, if you have observed that all our indexing has been completely suffered. So sorting of indexing we'll see later. First let's concentrate on sort underscore values. Now we have sorted this two times. So first we have sorted with ascending is equal to true, so because the by default value will be true, and then false. Now if I try to again print this S1 or try to display all the content of S1, if you observe that nothing has been sorted yet. So whatever change and a modification we have applied on the top of this series object has not been taken into effect on our original series object. Why? Because whenever you try to apply this sort underscore values, or even the same thing is applicable for the sort underscore index function also. So it has written as a brand new series object. So it has not changed or done any kind of modification in our original series object. Rather than that, it has written a completely new series object. So there are two ways we can make all those kinds of permanent modification, because this is not a permanent modification. So for that one way we can go with like, we can just simply go like a sort values, and I can just simply assign to the S1, because this particular part is also returning one full series object, and that is what I am returning or assigning to the another S1 object. So now once I execute this thing, S1 will contain all those sorted value, but we are not going to go with that way. So instead of that, we have another better way to do it. So for that, along with this sorted value, inside this sort value function, we have one parameters like in place. So by default, this in place parameter will be false. So let's just make it true in this case, and let me just execute it. I haven't executed this part. This is just to show you that if you can go with this way also. So it will just create a brand new series object from this particular statement, and it will assign it to S1 again. But this in place parameter kind of approach will be better. Now it will do the permanent modification to our original S1. Before that, let me just display this S1 again. So you can see we have a January, February up to December, and nothing has been sorted. Now if I just execute with this in place parameter true, you can see it has not returned me any series object, because it has done all those kinds of permanent modification into our original S1 series object. So let me just display this S1 again. Now you can see all has been sorted. So 29, 30, 31, then 32, 33, 34. Okay. So that means with this in place parameter, by making it true, you can do the permanent modification into your original series, or even same thing will be applied when we learn about the data frame object. Okay, so this is about the sort values and by putting in place parameter true and false, and we have seen about how to make this ascending order true and a false. Now let's see about the sort underscore index function. So if you observe here all those indexing, let me apply this index attribute. So we have a September, January, July. In this way all those indexing has been represented after we have done all those kinds of sorting. So if you want to apply the sorting on the top of this indexing, you can do like sort underscore index. So in alphabetical order it will do all those kinds of indexing. So after sort index applied on the top of this S1 object in alphabetical order, this all indexing it has given us. So first is all the starting from A, then D, F. So it is in alphabetical order. Same thing you can apply with ascending is equal to false. So now you can see the first month is September, then October, then November and May. The last one will be April, completely in a reverse order. But in this case also it has written as the brand new series object. Now if you see the original one, see still it is a September. There is nothing change has been taken place. So second one was the October after sorting index, but we have a January here because after sort value whatever we have got it here. Now if you just make it s1 dot sort index, let's make in place parameter true. So nothing has been written because it has done all those modification permanently into our original series object. So now if you just display s1, you can see first is April, then August, then December and February, then January, July, then starting with the J, then M, N, O, S, N. Okay, so this way you can use this sort underscore index function and a sort underscore value function to sorting of values and index respectively. And if you want to do permanent modification into your original series object, in that case you have to pass the parameter like a in place is equal to true. By default this in place value will be false. Okay, so that's all about this video. See you into next video.